So this week, I wanted to ask y'all this general question first. Okay, this is the intro topic. Okay, if you guys are more so in corporate, what do you do?
Photography and design, and my 9 to 5 is something different.
But it's kind of corporate environment, right?
My 9 to 5,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, okay, let me just use this as an example. So, say y'all, at y'all corporate jobs or whatever, and there's somebody that y'all don't like. Y'all really don't like them. Y'all been there for some time, and y'all just really developed this, like, I just don't fuck with this person. I think this person is low key this or that. I just really some just don't sit well, and I kind of just dislike them. Work beef. But you don't say much. You just like, bitch ass nigga, keep it moving, whatever.
Keep it cordial.
Yeah. Or bitch ass white nigga, whichever.
I'm like, okay.
Hey, don't discriminate.
Definitely taking the scenic
You
route.
turn to, you
I see where this is going.
Scenic route with
I
this.
said, holla at me about a coffee. You know what's up.
Right. So
I know what's going
the person that you dislike so much that you just can't fucking stay in the side of their face.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I'm getting to it. I'm painting a picture for the audience, okay?
I really hate this person.
You fucking hate them, but you know what? You just do what you gotta do. You ain't got no choice but to work with them.
Right, we get to just
They hate someone else a little bit more than they hate you. Just to spite someone else, they have enough power to, I guess, promote or demote people. They are going to promote you just to spite that other person that they don't like a little bit more. Okay. So you hate them, but are you they don't have the purest intention by helping you out, but by default it helps you out. Are you accepting that raise?
What the fuck kind of...
To the microphone first, or do we
Go ahead.
sound the rage first?
Okay, we'll start with our guest.
I mean, money is money. Like, there's no feelings in money.
Got you.
But and also, what this hatred for this it sounds like a superior because you have the
A
power
superior,
to promote
yeah.
or demote me, right? So is this both ways?
They hate you too.
Okay, you hate me too. I hate you too.
But just to spite someone else, they like.
You know what it is too. I'm not going to cut off my nose and spite my face, right? So with that promotion, that was a stamp that was better than you not hating me. You had to recognize I was better. It doesn't matter. You could have picked anyone.
Got you.
We don't work in a 4-man group, right?
Got
you chose me over. Yeah, you can keep telling yourself that, but you also need somebody who's qualified.
For the sake of this conversation, they just you were the next person up. It just will make sense for you to have it. They don't like you, but just to spite the other somebody else, they just put you in for that.
I mean,
who would be like, oh my God,
she was
no.
the next qualified person.
Who would be like, oh my God, no, your intentions aren't pure. I refuse. Yeah. Like, boy, suck my dick. Yes. Thank you.
Sean?
Show me the money.
I'll
keep that simple.
Because you said corporate is why I say that. Now, if it's outside
business,
of corporate, like if it's entertainment, then I don't know your intentions. Like think about the Harvey Weinstein type situation where you may promote me to a modeling gig or something. But now if I got to work directly with you, maybe that money ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Got you.
Because you still got morals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And you might try to fill me up with some wild shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I've definitely run across people that will be beneficial to me in my business, but I just don't. All money ain't good money.
All money.
Okay. So
that doesn't really apply to your job.
That doesn't.
Like,
that doesn't. Outside of my job.
Outside, so it's only.
No, I'm saying in general. Like, no, I mean as far as like business goes, because you can have your business, but if you work like a job in a corporate environment, it doesn't apply there.
Okay, so it only applies to a job, your corporate job, not necessarily business in general, is what you're saying?
Because if I ran a business, all money isn't good money, and I can pick and choose who I want to do business with.
What if you cannot pick and choose?
In my own business?
No, in this situation.
I separate too. That's in this. Okay. I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna just roll with it because why would I turn it down? I don't care what your feelings are, but like if it was my own personal business, I can pick and choose. But this, thank you.
And honestly, with that situation, to be honest, like jokes aside, I was starting an exit plan. So I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, so I have been promoted, right? This is going to look good for me. Resume wise, right? So I'm going to learn as much as I can, fill this position for a good 6 months to a year if I can take it. And through this whole process, I'm working on exiting because I can't be in this situation too much longer.
I want you.
I don't want to dread coming to work.
Please hold this, because I'm going somewhere. Okay, we on this journey together.
What the hell happened that y'all hate each other this bad in a work environment?
I don't know. The person might be racist.
Keep
sexist.
stealing your papers off the copy machine. Like
keep stealing mine.
Y'all
they
women
do dirty
women
stuff.
Don't like y'all just.
My thing is, I could just not like somebody like her vibe blows me, but I've never been at work like, oh my God, I hate this bitch. Like,
gotcha.
A lot of people
fuck about y'all hoes. Don't give y'all enough energy. I here for 8 hours and I bounce.
A lot of people do. A lot of people have those things. I'm with you, y'all. I do my work and go about my business. I don't care what environment I'm in. To be honest, as long as my clients are comfortable, I'm good.
I mean, mine's male dominated, and mine's not. Yeah. My race dominated.
Yeah. Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So you deal with a lot in engineering.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So let me. Okay. So
systems engineering.
No.
No.
Oh.
So let's go. Let's go a little. let's go a little bit to the side of that. Okay. Oh, let me turn your mic up a little bit. Okay. So now let me switch gears a little bit. All right. Everybody sees what's going on with ASAP Rocky.
I knew this was gonna be a bust
Everybody knows what's going on with ASAP Rocky right now. He's been detained in Sweden for defending himself, something that I think we can all agree on that he does not deserve to be in jail or detained for inhumane conditions and all that stuff. So now, from what I understand, what's being reported is that Kanye and Kim, reached out to Trump to try to get, some help from a president. Unfortunately, he's not the most liked. You get what I'm saying? But I think that this is something big as far as just the fact that he would even be thought of to do something like this. So that had me to thinking, right? Because Trump don't give a fuck about ASAP. He don't give a fuck about black people. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Mm-hmm. But with this, exactly. But what if, this is a hypothetical, but I was like, are black people able to have the ability for this? So the election is coming up in 2020. We all know that. Trump is trying to be reelected. The Democrats are fumbling left and right, whatever. And it's really a lot of experts are saying it's looking like he's going to win another term just based on the failure, not because of how great he is or whatever, it's the failure of the Democratic Party. So my question is, if Trump said...
And the Republican Party.
They've always been ass, but the Democrats are not giving them any competition for real. They're just not.
Every time they come up with a candidate, we the people shred everybody. So we're not exactly helping the process. But
even since they put Hillary, they pushed to the side Bernie and a bunch of other people that we liked more. The people that are voting on their side, I guess at the time. They went against what the people wanted, and they made their own decision to push Hillary, which could not be Trump. So that was something that was on them, a mistake that they made or whatever.
Maybe another topic, but who we all need to get behind is a squeaky clean white guy. You can't debunk something like Trump with what this nation has showed you they don't really care about, which is black women, black men, minority women, minority men. We've got to go with a squeaky clean white guy to debunk this older white guy.
Well,
because that's the only way we're you put him on the chopping block that this is who we're going with. We're just trying to get you all to come up off of him since you all seem to like just this white man. Let's give you a better white man.
I feel that. That's probably a good strategy, but I only care about maybe a flaw, whatever. I only care about black people, and if I don't care if they're white, black, young, old. It is what it is. If they are offering tangibles for the black community, which especially as a Democrat, when we vote 20% and they're not representing us with enough tangibles, I'm not fucking with them anyway. I don't care, give a fuck what race they are.
But see, the downside to that is that the more I look at it, in my opinion, I feel like the more a candidate pushes an agenda that has more tangibles for black people, the more they're going to lose the white vote. So you're going to get all of us on deck, but we are the minority. So what's going to happen is you're right, but you're not going to win the election. And that's what it boils down to.
But they need
we could back a candidate all day, but we want somebody who's actually going to get into office. So we kind of have to... Everyone has to.
We have to sacrifice again.
We got to bend a little bit, at least a little. We can't just be like, you have to have this entire...
It's not your game.
We've been bending...
The game is rigged.
Can I say something?
I'm not...
Of course.
Go back to what you were saying, so we
okay.
can get to
Okay. So it got me thinking. What if Trump, and I'm not endorsing Trump, I'm not saying that he's going to do this because I don't know.
He's not.
It's no disclaimers.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't want people to think that I'm like, yeah, Trump's going to do something for us. Like, no,
that's
not
what
I'm
saying.
If they watch the show, they know that you are not endorsing Trump.
Okay. So what if Trump, just to spite the Democrats, was like, you know what? Fuck it. I want that 20% voting class that could also increase because a lot of black people didn't vote because nobody was offering them anything. So 20+% of the voting pool. All right, let me just see what they want. All right, let me talk to Farrakhan. Let me talk to whoever we deem as like smart black people that knows what we need and that we are speaking through. And they're like, okay, out of 10 things, I'm going to give y'all 6 of them Jones. And, I'm going to push for reparations, not because I fuck with y'all, but because I like y'all, but just because I want to spite the Democrats. Are black people, do y'all believe that black people have the ability to set aside their emotions in order to get tangibles? I'll start with I guess.
Well, what you just described is a politician. That's a politician. That's all politicians should be doing. Is giving a little to take back.
They're not.
He's not a politician.
Right.
So, just for the sake of this hypothetical,
hypothetical Trump,
because we're really more so going on the emotion of the black voter or in the black community, and that lacks a little logic or whatever. And I don't think that.
Weed from?
What part was not true?
No, I'm saying, where do you get your weed from? Because to even think of the possibility of him doing any of those things. That's not even
like a hypothetical, like Trump
reparations. I want to smoke whatever you're smoking because that shit is great. Yeah. Like, he's just that, like, I could.
Okay, then Yada, go ahead. Do you think that black people have the ability to separate their emotion to actually get?
No, not at all. And you know why? I don't think it has anything to do with we really just don't care about getting tangibles. I think it's him. He can't be trusted. And I think if it was someone else, it might be a little easier to just, hey, you know what? He said he's going to give us ABC. Donald Trump can't be trusted because he promised a lot of things to a lot of people that he hasn't facilitated whatsoever. So now you got all those middle America backwoods rednecks that thought they was about to get all these jobs, come back to the area and stuff, and it hasn't happened, and now they're upset. So I feel like he has a track, because it's him specifically, he has a track record of not being trustworthy. So I don't think people will be able to do it for him.
So who's trustworthy then?
Trump is...
black people?
Yes.
Who's trustworthy?
Yeah.
Black people.
And honestly, the masses of black people just depends on who you ask. Like, so we're not all one, specific thing. We have upper class, middle class, poverty, you know what I mean? We have a lot, but to say a white man is going, and that's just, I'm taking name out, take him out, but a white guy who represents all that has wronged us. To be trustworthy, to do one thing, no, he would have to do the unspeakable. Like he would have had to, like,
he has the power to do it
person.
now.
No, would have been the guy.
No,
like,
he's
that's
not.
Went to, you know what I mean?
Honestly,
super tangible.
Let's be clear. He has the power. He doesn't have to wait like this. The candidate now will have to wait. The Democratic candidate will have to wait to get into power. What if? Okay, so let me add to it. What if he's like, look, I'm about to put this in place next week. We gonna have a meeting up here, and then we gonna start executing.
I just know I ain't voting for him because he freed A$AP Rocky.
That is not what I'm saying.
No.
Here.
Okay. No, I was just saying.
He's not getting no support from me.
Because I seen people on social media be like, hey, even if you don't like somebody, if they're doing a greater good.
Greater good? Like,
yeah, I said, I don't give a fuck about A$AP Rocky being over there.
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not like somebody said, maybe if it was like Meek, you bring Pac back.
Yeah.
Hey, Slim,
you do some wild shit.
He gonna have to do
Seance Pac back.
But
no, he's serious.
Jay over there trapped.
But he's doing it so that he can say, "Oh, I'm not racist. I freed A$AP." You know, that's that. I have 3 black friends equivalent.
But who cares?
Trump is a toxic ex, right? Once you break up with him, they keep telling you they're gonna do stuff, then you take them back and they good like for 3 weeks, and then later down the line they right back, and that's what Trump is.
I wouldn't put it past him, even if he started now, because I see you like, what if he started like putting shit in place now? I wouldn't put it past him to do what he needed to do to get the vote and then overturn all of his own policies. Like he's not politically savvy.
That's the thing. He's stupid.
He is. He's completely ignorant of the law. He's already a spiteful person. He does things now to spite Obama. So it's like, I get it.
He ain't even that stupid to me.
He's not stupid at all to me.
I don't know no dumb billionaires.
No, what I mean as far when we mean stupid, we mean he's politically ignorant.
Yeah. I mean, but he's smart. He knows exactly what he's doing. So
okay. I don't know any smart billionaires. I mean, dumb billionaires. Very true. Very true. But you come from money.
I don't know no billionaires either.
You know what? I was about to ask you, so I can get the number.
You know when he Billy's yet to Bray because
I'm on my way.
I know future billionaires.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring me along.
I know the mentality of one.
Yeah.
But I don't know anyone who started off, 20 steps up.
Yeah.
And who was able to go bankrupt and come back and go bankrupt and come back and and break every single tax law that you
I feel like his bankruptcies are the finesse bankruptcies,
for
not
sure,
the real
but that takes a smart person to not pay taxes for all them years. I need to take a class.
The privilege and it's a balance of both.
I'm sure. And with anything, I'm sorry, like. I mean, you can get your 13,000 hours and you can start learning something. You can form a habit and you can put people in place. Mm-hmm. And he looks like a guy who don't take bullshit. Now that's one thing I will say.
Yeah.
But I mean,
he looks like a guy who grabs pussies.
Yeah, no, he's a creepy nigga for sure. Yeah. But aside from that, aside from that,
to consistently be on a path of
righteousness,
Santa Claus type gifts to black.
But see, my thing is how fucking horrible the Democrats are. Even if he offered something and took it back a year later, that would still be us getting more than we would get under the Democrats, to keep it a buck. I'm dead ass. What have they done for us? Recently, what have the Democrats done for the black community in the past 20 years?
I think the problem is
nothing, right? Hold on, can we agree with that?
No, this ain't our shit.
But and that's fine. But don't ask. But don't ask for my votes if you're not offering anything. If we're just nothing, a non-factor to this, in which we make 20%, then don't advocate for our vote. Is all I'm saying.
They kind of don't.
Are you crazy? They do big time.
He didn't.
The Republicans don't have to. They're like, we don't need y'all. The Democrats are like, we need something, so we can go with them.
We are Black Americans are the backbone of the Democratic Party, and that's what I'm speaking about, not the Republican Party, because we're no longer their base, as we can see. But the Democrats need us.
Own party.
I mean, that would be to vote in the block, but to vote in the block, but.
You need more people. We just don't have enough.
We have,
and then
as
we're
far
divided
as Black Americans?
in one race. No, we don't.
Because I gotta piggyback off of what you said.
We have enough to make a difference.
But it matters who you're talking to. That does matter because you have these different demographics of black people. Yeah. And the upper class black people don't give a fuck about the poverty-stricken black person's life. They don't care. Right, because they're in a whole different place. So they're going to vote for the motherfucker who's protecting all their money and their tax breaks and their interest. So that's where that divide comes in at. So unfortunately, we can't even blanket all of us black people together because the shit that would benefit people who are like lower class, lower middle class, it's not going to be as beneficial to those upper class black folks. So they don't really care. Unfortunately, they're not going to put their race above their money.
And we got to change that because as a community, other communities do this. You never see that financial divide in other groups when they vote together. They vote for the greater good of their people, and that's something I can respect. Not the upper class, lower class, all these divided entities or whatever. They come together. Yeah, they have their own individual needs based on their tax bracket and other things as well, but they always come together for the greater good of their community. And that's something that we have to change because the upper class black should not be separate from the lower. We should be on code.
No, they're not. Yeah. They think they are. They want to be separated from us. So when people say we need to start, this is the thing. Everyone has ideas. It's going through with them and implementing. Like when you say we need to change, all right, what should we do?
As far our mentality, as far as voting together and for the greater good of our community, not just separating. Because what you're saying is true, that we are separating into subgroups when it comes to voting, and we need to be on a united front when it comes to voting. Because you don't hear that in the Hispanic community or the Asian community or whatever. They vote for the greater good of their people, even if they're rich and they can afford to skirt the system on immigration. They're going to vote for their people.
Some of them probably have some classism issues as well. But
I mean, for sure. But like, at the end of the day.
But to me, the problem comes down to the land and where we come from, and the fact that America to us is a hotel. Like we're not from here; we just happen to live here, you know. And almost every other race that you can point to, like they have something to tie them all back too, right?
Yeah.
Like Nipsey has said that being able to tie back into a country is like a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
You know where you come from. We're all here, and if you're not Caribbean or
Mm-hmm.
African, just like
West Indies.
like
Are you a foundational Black American, or are you a foreign Black, or what?
I am from this land.
Got you.
Both parents.
Okay.
Like,
Got you. Understood.
My heritage DNA, and I'm everywhere.
Oh yeah, no.
You know
I'm not
I mean?
saying. I'm not. Yeah.
But think about
Mm-hmm.
that. Think about if you actually knew where you were from, and you knew 700 other people who were from that place.
Mm-hmm.
That brings you together.
Yeah.
More so than just skin complexion, because we try to tie it into just skin complexion.
Right.
And then for Caribbean people, they're like, no, actually, I know where I'm from. I got my people. Like,
Yeah.
trying to tie me into all of that.
Right.
That's true,
What, and I love that about them, and that's why when we're talking about
Like
reparations,
those roots, man.
and that's why when the subject of reparations is on the table, shut the fuck up.
Don't forget
that's
about
true.
that.
Because
You
when-
know,
Go
When I
get
meet
the
somebody-
reparations from your own countries, with that you know where you're from, but we know where the fuck ours come
country
from.
that would stand up for him would be Harlem.
Uh-huh.
Like, think about that. Like, you'd be like, yo, Harlem got you. We got you, B.
And Harlem ain't Harlem no more.
behind you.
And Harlem ain't Harlem no more.
But that's what I'm saying.
Harlem don't
So,
even got him for real.
You know, if I'm from Temple Hills and I'm like, yo, I get arrested, be like, all the Temple Hills but a ride. That's my
Yeah.
country. Like, that's all we know. We don't actually be
Yo,
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
you know?
We had a lot of
stand up.
we had a lot.
Hey,
We
Glenn,
had a lot of
where y'all at?
different- we had a lot of different hoods in Capitol Heights, but when we was in the go-go, we were united.
We was all cap heights.
If you see,
There
hey,
you
look,
go.
I know we was fighting each other last week. This week,
Don't be
I
trying to
got
throw
you.
up
Yeah.
Current
Yeah.
Boulevard,
Watch
nigga. It's
him
all of
ball.
us. It's
You
all
know?
of us. I'm Addison
nah, that's
Road.
a
It's
good
all
point
of
though.
us.
That's a good point.
That is a good point. The
CH.
moral of this is that let Trump fuck around and talk about something. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and push reparations. The country got it. Shit. Fuck it. It don't matter. I just want to get y'all a vote. I really don't give a fuck about y'all and what y'all do with the money. But cash payments, I got a plan for that shit.
Would you feel like a
I'd
dummy
be
if
like-
you pushed for it and then we didn't get them?
And he was like, next.
I would
No
rather
50,
bet
no
on
nothing.
that than to bet on nothing. I would rather bet on that than to bet on nothing. But that's me.
Gotcha.
That's how I
Being
operate.
optimistic.
Now, because let's
Yeah.
be clear,
So
the benign neglect policy, they know at this stage, based on history, if you promise black people something concrete and you do not give it to us, it's going to be a fucking problem. That's why the benign neglect policy was established, to be very vague and to not offer black people
But what's the
anything.
problem
Because
gonna
in the
be?
past,
But is it?
What would the problem be with him if he offered us something, he got elected, he didn't give it to us? What we about to do?
the country would be in a fucked up
It would
state.
just be another white man that let us down.
No.
I don't feel like it would be all that. I feel like niggas gonna huff and puff and not blow a fucking house down.
That's
That's gonna be his last
we can-
term, and it's not gonna matter anyway because he can't run again. So I feel like it's gonna be a whole lot of him and Han.
The majority-
Nah, I think
You
that
can-
you're wrong. Based on history, I believe that you're wrong. The last time they did that, it was a fucking riot.
Yeah, that was back when
But
niggas
think-
gave a
But
fuck
man,
about
hold
shit
on,
like
so
that.
what happened?
So
what
then why
happened
was the
when-
benign neglect policy established anyway? If nothing was going to happen.
So you think people
that's
are
a
going to
different breed of
riot
people
because
back
he
then.
went back on a broken promise, but we didn't riot when they killed George Zimmerman killed Trevor? But remember, everybody like he not gonna be able to walk the
I'm
streets.
telling you.
He a dead man. This and that. But guess
That's-
what? He's still just.
tweeting from the house.
Making my way
Listen.
downtown.
I'm telling you, that's
Killing
why
niggas.
nobody's promising us anything if they're not trying to give it to us. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not trying to speak anything because I don't want our people to be in danger. But
So you
anytime,
you feel as if Trump was to say press conference, wise,
Yes.
like this is a
Yes.
presidential press conference.
yes,
I am meeting with such and such, and we are discussing giving African Americans reparations.
yes,
We should have
and-
something decided by August 29th.
yes,
And that plan is going to be put in place,
Mhm.
and we would just need to decide what we're going to do, not if we're going to do it.
mm-hmm.
So you're saying if he had that conversation, that press conference,
Mhm.
and we waited on it, you don't
And he was
believe
like,
that
"Psych."
anywhere down the line that they can throw anything in there that keeps
No.
pushing things back or has it so you forget about it?
Well, you can't tell people. There's no way that you're going to forget about cash payments and reparations. That's not going to be a thing now, because cash payments is the foundation of any type of reparation period in
But
this country.
The problem is what you think reparations is. How do you know
It's
it's cash
cash
payments? Because of
History,
what they gave other races?
because that's literally what we lost, or that's literally what was stolen from us.
We lost
Money.
bodies.
That too, but labor it equals what? Money.
Yeah, I understand.
They can't give us back labor.
Niggas ain't doing no time
we lost more. Yes, all of those things.
We
all
lost the opportunity to play on a equal playing
but
field.
ultimately, it was free labor. Now we lost way more than that. Let's be
but
clear.
at what hourly rate? Like how do they calculate this shit?
That's my problem with the cash thing.
Yeah, because we never had.
Why is there? You don't think you deserve money?
No, I'm saying, how do they come up with a figure?
I don't know, but I don't know, and I don't care. But they're experts for that, just like they're experts that figure out how to fucking get to the moon.
But what?
We never went to the moon.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. Yes, that's what we did.
Let's say we have to tie back into lineage now. We literally have to say, Sean, we're going to go back and see who was a slave in your family and what they owned and what was taken from them. Boom. Yeah. Then we go to mine. My people ain't owned half the stuff I thought they owned. So, Sean, you getting $2.5 million. I'm going to get $200,000. Based on
whichever.
But now, look what we just did.
But see,
now
the
first step you're about to rob me. Now you're about to rob me.
But the first step is approving it and actually executing it. We'll worry about all of that shit later.
No.
You owe me money. You owe me money. First say I'm going to give it to you. We'll work about all that.
Then you find out you ain't getting nearly what you thought you was getting. That's a humbling shit.
Whatever
$40.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Especially in business, you don't see later in business. Because this is what you don't.
That's very true.
You can't promise. You know, you said you'll bet on that because you're a gambler. I'm glad you don't gamble. This is what gamblers do. We do our bets off data and research. So we go, I see the oils.
Tons. Okay, but go ahead.
So we're going off Trump's resume, his track history. It's not good. You can't bet on that. That's not the smart thing to do. He basically, hey, I'm going to do this because this is what happens. If you give me a haircut, I don't say, hey, yeah, I'm going to pay you this and then pay you later. No, I need to pay you right then and there, right?
So
am I correct?
Yes.
You're not going for that.
Yes. But if you have the option between vote with the Democrats and get offered nothing and vote with the possibility of getting something tangible for the community, whether it pan out or whether it don't. Yeah. Me personally, I'm going to go with the possibility.
But why are you going against party? Because there's other Republican candidates that don't like Trump. Mm-hmm. There is a possibility that another candidate.
That's just what I would go. That's what I would go. That's what I would do.
Honestly, that'd be an instance where I'd be like, you know what, I'm just going to have to take this nothing. See, because I couldn't. It's him specifically. I couldn't gamble with him. He's not worth. I can't trust shit that he says. Plan. I feel like it would all be a ploy to get our vote, and because I know that it's a ploy, that's like walking into a setup. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna lure you over here. I'm gonna put the pie in the windowsill to get you over here. When you get in here, I'm gonna stab your ass up and run your pockets. Like I just
run my pockets.
I wouldn't feel comfortable with it because I know he's a snake.
I got you.
But I understand what you mean, though.
Also, too, I mean, you think about housing market discrimination, right? If your family was from Chicago, you probably went through way more in the housing market discrimination than my family went through. If I'm from, I don't know, I'm a middle class.
If you are an American, but see, that's why I should be. If you are it's not about what you owned or what your grandparents owned that was stolen from them.
The data and the stats?
There are so many.
How do you
should
do
research.
Without separating us.
Dr. Claude, I'm not an expert in finances and history like certain people are. Like Dr. Claude Anderson, he has a whole thing written out. That you can
has another one as well. Like
so it's people that's out here with the research, black people who actually done the work, and I think that y'all should look that up as far as the specifics.
It's like college, even though I'm not. When they talk about paying the players, when does a Bowie State University player get the same as a Duke player? Because now
I get what you're saying, but I don't think that none of that.
Do the same
thing. But we live in a clout chase society right now, so I feel like it would cause more of a divide because you already know, as soon as you get your 2.5 M's, you write on the gram like, oh, I got my 2.5 M's. Did you get your reparations? Then somebody who find out their lineage ain't exactly what they thought it was, you got your $750, and you sitting there like, man, fuck, now we're even more divided.
So do you think that we shouldn't get them because of that?
No, I'm not saying we shouldn't get them. I'm saying that when you open, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Once you open Pandora's box, you're gonna take the good. It's not gonna be all good.
Okay, no one said it's gonna be all good.
Go back to your original from the beginning as far as the corporate world, right? All money ain't good money. Right,
I'll take that bad money.
Give me a dollar amount. It's some people, and this is the thing. Everyone doesn't feel the same. It's some people who have lost. They know they lost relatives because of someone else's hands, right?
And if they don't want reparations because they think it's bad, That's fine.
Reparations, yes,
don't cash the check.
Payments, some people are probably like, yo,
that's what reparations are.
But but you can have.
It could be in different ways, but see, I don't want to.
That ain't cash.
I can't. They can try to finesse us. No, because they can try to finesse us in too many ways. I understand what you're saying. No, but listen to me. Listen to me right now. I understand exactly what you mean. But when you're dealing with these people in the system, that opens up the floodgates for too much fuck shit to go on. They'll give you land right in the middle of a fucking desert ass, non-factor ass area that's not easy to. No, but so I'm saying. Yeah. Give me the money. I'll buy my own land. Give me the money. I'll buy my own education.
But see, I'm not.
We had that desert popping.
I'm not thinking about you. I'm going back to the Dave Chappelle skit.
I mean, but guess what? Guess what?
Like was the number one.
So who gives a listen?
People who are looking for something to be proud of. So we buy things.
Okay. And there will be a segment of our community that do nigga shit with the money. But guess what? If I owe you money, it doesn't matter what you do with it. If I don't agree with what you do with it, you deserve. That's your money.
That's very true.
So if you want to fuck it up in the club, that's your option. That's your choice. Now there's going to be a segment of our community that do something to actually build it. Everybody's not going to be in code. Everybody is not. It doesn't take 100%. But if you deserve it, it shouldn't matter what you do with it.
So where's the money going to come from?
The same place that
what funds the reason why I asked that because
the same money that everybody else got theirs from, wherever the fuck they get it from.
Because
I'm not concerned about where you gonna get it from. I don't give a fuck.
You kind of should be concerned about that because that's what's gonna cause the divide in the community. If you hike taxes to pay reparations, them same upper class black folks
taxes on the everybody else getting their shit. So I don't give a fuck.
Upper class people ain't go. That's the part you missing though. Is them same upper class people whose tax bracket is higher than ours? They don't want to hear about no fucking tax increase to pay reparations for some.
So I don't give a fuck. I'm owed the money. I don't care.
But that's where the divide comes from.
Let us be divided then. Let us be divided.
That's why we're not gonna get the votes we need to get what we need done.
You talking about the dividing the country? The divide of the black community. Which one are you saying?
It would ultimately divide. Okay, so this is mine.
I'm with both of y'all.
Yeah,
it's going to divide us, but
But I'm
I want my money too.
Oh no, I'm not getting some money. I'm just saying.
Those are caveat.
It's never going to be. Devil's advocate with you is the money's coming, right? Let's just say Trump does it. I don't care who does it, right? Yeah. August 29th, every black person in African American, you can bring your birth certificate and show that you're original African American. You're not one of them. What's her name?
Foreign blacks.
No, one of them. She got her braids.
Rachel Dolezal, right? More foreign black.
And all y'all people went and got try ancestry test who was saying I'm 12% Irish. You ain't getting as much money as I am because I was pressed to be something else.
Exactly. We need to be able to trace back to at least a grandmother, or grandfather, right? So let's just say every African American born in this country is going to get $500,000. No, hold on.
Okay, because I don't. Okay.
And it's coming.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Everyone's going to get their payment in lumps, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to get $120,000. You're going to get whatever. Do the math, whatever. Because I threw myself over to $20,000. Mm-hmm. And it's going to come at the end of the year. Another's going to come. No, it's going to come at the end of 2020. Mm-hmm. It's going to come at the end of 2020, and then after that, it's going to follow $10,000 payments every month.
2020 coming to Christmas.
Look,
everybody going
to wrap this shit out.
It's coming June 3rd, 2020. Now I'm with you. The money's coming. They did their job. Their job is not to make sure black people are together. Who unites us in a way that when NFL players, NBA players go to the league, they educate them on the money. Yeah. Who's going to do that for us? That's probably the better scenario. They gonna give us the money,
just getting the money and blowing it up did nothing for the community whatsoever.
I get with that.
Because we got to put the money somewhere.
But I cannot convince every coon to do the right thing. But I cannot convince
everyone who doesn't spend their money on black empowerment doesn't make them a coon. It just means they've never been fiscally educated. So who's going to unite us in that? That's not cooning. Everyone doesn't have those resources, and it just is what it is. Everybody don't learn about,
So that's not coon behavior because you don't know that you're doing it?
No, how is that cooning because you choose to spend money you got back in reparations on yourself? How is that cooning? That's you doing
on yourself outside of your community. That's coon behavior. You may not be a coon defined.
No, the community don't pay my bills. So when I pay my bills, that's cooning because I'm doing that for me. I'm not doing it for the community.
You're saying fucking all the money. Okay, so did I just not hear what you meant correctly? You're saying go and buy a bunch of shit. What I'm saying,
so if they want to go and spend their money on themselves and not go build a school, that makes them a coon? I'm confused.
No, if you go and take your money and get a a Lamborghini and a fucking something.
Honest,
you get what I'm saying? That's cooning. Now I can't convince
Let's just say it is. Let's call it something.
Because if you got a lump sum of money from anything, if you know what I'm saying, God forbid something happened and you get a lump sum of money. And that's coon shit. That's coon behavior. I'm just saying.
If I buy a Lambo and set my kids up for their future, that's not coon. Okay. That's me looking out for my family.
So which one is it? Okay, so which one example were you using?
I thought cooning was some step and fetching shit for white people. I didn't know cooning was
giving all your money to white people as soon as you get a lump sum of money. By my definition, is definitely coon behavior.
It's ignorant. Let's just say it's ignorant, right?
Yeah, because community, because
to be on
code, responsibility.
Whether you know it or not, sometimes you can do fuck shit whether you know it or not.
Well, who teaches the code? That's the thing. Who taught the code?
Who puts us in a place where we don't coon?
Nobody, because everybody's like. That's what I'm saying.
There are plenty of people who are doing that, who are teaching those things, those financial literacy things. Now it's our responsibility to seek them out.
See, now when we told you it was your responsibility to find D&B music, you ain't want to do that. But now it's our responsibility to find the fiscally responsible people who teach it.
I'm just saying it's not white people's responsibility.
Never.
I would never put that on them.
But to my point, because if that was the case, they have people that they set aside to tell these NBA players and these NFL players what to do when they get a lump sum of money. And guess what? Some niggas use that and make good investments and live good, and some niggas still go broke. So you cannot save everyone from fucking.
I'm not expecting that.
Go ahead.
We're all taking the money though, right?
We all go take the money.
All right. So
I'm just trying to. I'm thinking about it, and someone has to think about it in a set up for 50 years from now type thing. Yeah. We are going to think about our immediate families, right? Yeah. This money is going to change me, little blank blank, such and such, auntie TT, mama and them. Like, that's what I'm going to think, right? Which is natural. You think of family. You may say, you know what? Been meaning to start that business. Yeah. I'm going to put that money in that business. I got medical issues. I need to put that money there because I just lost my job. People are going to have real issues, and you're gonna blink, and $500,000 is gonna be gone.
But Sabre is saying that's on you.
But
I know what I'm gonna do with my money.
Right, but for the reparations to mean something, you would like we want it to mean for the black community. Someone's gonna have to try to at least tie people together. Otherwise, what was it all for? To give you money to fuck it over? Okay, cool, that is your business. Yeah. But how did that benefit the black community?
You do know that other communities have gotten reparations, right? Y'all do know that, right?
We're not.
No, I know. Do you know?
But they also have cultures and things that unite them that black people don't have.
So nobody. Do you think that of all the reparations that have been received in this country, do you think everybody did what was good for their community?
No one's saying.
No, I'm asking you. Do you think?
I never once said it was going to be everybody, but it's got to be a sizable enough group of people for it to be impactful for the black community. So who's going to help facilitate that? Was what I'm asking.
There are people right now. If it was given tomorrow, that will do the right thing with the money. A sizable amount of people. Percentage-wise,
I don't know that percentage.
Me either. I
do believe that it's a sizable,
and that's what
it would be an assumption.
Because I know so many people who are actually doing what they have to do for the community with their own little bit of money.
Right, but
I know it's that a sizable amount will do if they get a lump sum.
Throw a number out there. What's sizable?
Even if it's 10%, that's sizable.
Is a heavy number.
Hold on. But we all taking the money though, right?
We all taking the money.
Even if I believe that it's more. I believe that it's more because at the very least, you got some people that may not know how to invest or buy a school or do those things. But then I think that there's a lot of people that will at least make sure their kids don't have debt based on school or something like that.
Right, but that's only taking care of your kids. That's cooning, right? Because that's not other people's family. It's just your family.
No, that's not what I said when I said cooning. I'm talking about buying dumb shit. I'm not talking about taking care of your family. You can take care of your family without getting a Lambo.
My thing is, I feel like a lot of people will say what they are or aren't going to do. You don't know what you're going to do to that money's in hand. Because if you
so what did you,
I feel like if you haven't seen that kind of bread before, you don't know what you're going to do till it's in your hand. So I could sit here and say, well, I'm going to be politically correct. For one, I'm going to make sure that my kids are set up trust fund wise, that my debt is clear, because that allows me to move the money that I already have a lot more freely. Yep. But a lot of people can say, everyone has a hypothetical about what they would do when they're in that situation. Then you actually get in it and shit goes a little different.
So basically, nobody can answer that question.
Mine isn't hypothetical. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, mine isn't either. Mine isn't either.
I'm deleting my social media. No. Hold on. My comments. No, I'm on the IG because y'all gonna need to see where I'm at. You can't.
I'm gonna take
the comments off though.
I'm gonna at least take a money phone.
First of all,
I'm not gonna post it.
Everybody in this room, we're going to the Maldives, okay? Right. I'm changing my number.
Are we gonna stay at the underwater hotel?
Fuck yes. Yeah. What you want? You want to stay there? How many nights?
I'm buying.
Bring your kids. Bring your kids.
I'm buying abs off break.
I'm changing my number.
You can go.
I got one right. I had one this morning, so
you about to split it into 6.
I'm changing my email address. I am traveling and eating. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm not about, hold on, wait.
What I need a car for?
Every month I'm posting New Year, New Me.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a year.
Yeah.
Every month, New Year, New Me.
I don't need a car.
It's still 2019
and I'm lying about the amount I got.
Yeah.
I'm broke, baby.
I thought you was going triple. I thought you was going triple it.
No.
You're like, man, I got $16 million.
Man, my mom, she ain't even black. I found out.
Niggas ain't walking in there. They be like, hey, you look like a nigga have money. I'm like, I'm broke, baby.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
I ain't got no money.
Because like Jada said, we all smart. You know what I mean? Same clothes on, underclothes from Walmart.
Yeah.
That's how we going with it.
Yeah.
But realistically, what I'm doing, business is definitely set up. Freedom, business is set up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now I got to get educated on the other.
Yes.
I got to get educated on the other.
Yes.
Because cooning, ignorance, whatever it is, surrounded by happiness, and all my friends got the bag too.
Yeah.
Brunches is lit. We can't keep brunching.
Yeah.
We ain't even gonna buy
every day.
We gonna be like, yo, buy each glass.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, you know the pitcher $20, right?
Yeah.
Like that. Charge me $20 a glass. Broke ass niggas in here. They don't even got $20 a glass money. Y'all niggas got $20 a glass money on the mimosas?
Oh my goodness.
We all gonna go to the brunch and be like, yo, we bought all the champagne.
Y'all better than me.
Y'all drink orange juice.
I'm just thinking about me and my kids. My grandkids, I don't know them niggas. They not safe.
And that's
they got their money.
That's the person who gonna save us all. The person think about our grandkids.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about, I don't know them.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody gotta think about them.
Beyonce said my great-great-grandchildren already rich.
Already. Somebody gotta think about them. Little Tater, Junior.
Uh-huh.
Where are you getting these names from?
Literally, that's my mentality. Like I'm really not thinking about, when I think about things politically or financially, I rarely ever think about me and my daughter. I always think about her children. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Or her. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. That's just how I have forced myself to be wired to think. I really don't. That's just.
We need people like you.
No, seriously. And I'm not talking about, the environment, save the trees because our children need a better breathing air. I mean, we do. But I think more financially, I need my grandchildren to know, like, maybe my great-grandchildren, hopefully they meet me, but if they never meet me, to be like, you know what, I'm in school right now for free. I live in a house that is paid for, or whatever. I'm able to work for the family's, rental property business because of my great-great-grandmother.
I don't know if you said this, so I want to give you credit if you did. You can't fight every fight.
No.
It's a person that's want to save the wildlife, but not be worried about LGBT. You know what I'm saying? It's someone who's...
And ain't nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, right. And then there's somebody who's worried about black businesses and shit like that, and is not worried about nature. You know what I'm saying?
Got a whole plastic straw.
We need people like you. Yeah. Because me, Big Pimpin 2, I'm on a yacht.
You gonna make us look good on that.
But y'all gonna be there with me though.
You gonna make us look so good on that.
Because you're gonna try to make us wear burkas. You fucking jerk.
Nah, y'all can wear
bedazzled white beaters with the bedazzles coming right here.
So you already know it's gonna be crazy.
You gone way too far down this rabbit hole, son.
Bedazzled white, but
I'm claiming it.
I'm just saying,
bedazzled white beater.
I'm claiming it.
Look, you're not gonna be Swarovski crystalling up no G-Unit tank tops on my
skydiving over Dubai. I want to take those pictures with the Lord.
But see, you know what it is too.
Big Pimpin' 2 is the name of this episode.
Is going to think about not my kids, but my grandkids, right? That's the average good person. We need the inventor. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You need all hands on deck. Yeah. You need to do is like, yo, if only I had 200,000, I swear to God, I'd make a new blank.
Yeah.
And you like,
they
yo,
out here.
You know what? How much you need? 200,000.
You're giving a baby way too much free promotion right now with all these blanks.
I ain't
about to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? How about this? You got the idea. Don't use your money. Let me invest. I got my 500,000. I'm gonna give you 40. I'm investing in your company. You go invent something that turns into 10 billion.
Yeah.
So now I got 540 because I just yanked your head.
No, I'm
finessed your sweet ass.
So now Sean made the new
business crash.
The Mallgram.
Business crash, bro. It didn't work out. Sorry.
You know
but how about if I cut you out the deal like Zuckerberg, and then you got charge me for intellectual theft property and shit like that.
But now your money phone $40K bonier than it was.
Doesn't matter.
Because I done finessed you out the $540.
And you know what? You just said about that.
Business crash, girl. You gonna get that text? I'm sorry to tell you.
Like
hey, listen,
the business went
bad.
Right
there. There we go, right there. But that's what I'm saying. You gonna need all hands on that. That money can.
I be the petty ass.
Yeah, we definitely need financial experts. At least that information be available. You got things out there. Shout out to Boyce Watkins with the Black Business School. We got stuff out there. Now, we promote it or whatever, make it more known or have it. I know him. He'll probably have like a what to do with your reparations class, or we about to have seminars.
Is he going to charge us?
He probably won't.
No, hold on.
He probably won't because I know people like him. It's not for the money. Stuff like that is not for the money for him because he's already a millionaire.
That's because we ain't got no money. Y'all niggas got bread now.
Right?
Now I know your time costs, but I see so many people trying to help people, but then they charge. And
you do now for something like that. That's more of like a state of emergency. Black community. We need to talk about this now because the future of our community can either be good, great, or amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Because now that he knows that we got 500,000, he knows we got to pay. The class is going to be.
Even his classes now, I know that would be more so like a statement, like we need a call to action right now.
Yeah.
Like,
they were like 1,000.
People gonna be trying to give
over a lifespan over 2 million.
No.
I know you can.
No, he's not that type.
They're
He's not that type.
$500,000 breakdown. You get $500,000 June 25th. Yeah. By June 26th, invest in me.
Yeah. No, he is
it's
not
like
that.
The credit repair people.
No.
People like, oh, you spent $150 on a bottle of rosé. You can spend $150 in a class.
Yeah. No, he's not like that. But I know what y'all mean. Don't mistake him for people that are in his realm. For the people out there, don't mistake him for the people in his realm of business.
My baby bought me an LLC.
Right.
And that nigga cheap.
What's your business about to be? I don't know, but that motherfucker got a name. It got a name.
EIN number, okay?
That stresses me out, though, when niggas really be like, so you gonna buy her a Chanel bag when you could buy her an LLC? Bitch, if you don't get me my damn Chanel,
and let's be clear, it's space and place for nice things. Or, it is. And it is so necessary because I know that, as Black people, we have great taste and there's nothing wrong with getting our little nice things here and there. My only thing is, you can get those nice things, but don't get them and not invest in yourself. Don't get those things and not be in the stock market and not be in real estate. Mm-hmm. Get those nice things after you establish something that is an asset. Yes. Because that's not an asset. But it's a lot of rich people who are heavily invested in assets and have their little shit.
Chanel's get vintage. Them Jones be worth a grip. I'm just gonna throw that out.
Invest in your assets. However, you're gonna get more assets. You know what I'm saying?
Don't buy me an LLC instead of a Chanel steak, please. Don't
buy both. How about that?
No, I don't want an
LLC in the Chanel.
I don't want an LLC.
Buy me a fashion LLC and then buy me the Chanel, and that's a write-off.
Buy me some stock in Fashion Nova, man.
That's it. I don't want the LLC.
No,
I'm not about to run the business.
Everyone should have an LLC because everything.
What? Everyone's not gonna run a business.
You don't. Everyone should have an LLC, and it's not about actively working a business every day. That's what white people do. That's how they fucking
just run out Rose Ball for me for my birthday.
You can do that under an LLC.
I'm gonna drop off more.
Listen, that's a business expense. That's what I'm saying. Shit like that. You can be like, look, that lunch, that dinner that you took your friend out. That's consulting. That's a write-off. You can do that. It just depends on how you frame your business to be.
But think about it. You can educate me on some stuff, and I could be quote unquote college educated, whatever, and I still didn't know that, right? Mm-hmm. Think about the people who don't know anything. Who
I know that's
500,000.
Yeah,
I want to help them too.
Yeah, but they have to be help me. They have to be willing to get the help. Some people don't want to know it, and that's fine. But because they still deserve the money.
Help because judgment comes with it. When we go to people and be like, you need help. I need to help you. You need to let me help you because
ego.
You don't know anything. Yeah. You're going to coon it away.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to coon it away.
Me, like, I'll go get it on my own. Like,
the term getting out the mud is so popular.
Listen, pull up by your bootstraps, all that.
I don't want to get it out the mud. Give me a silver spoon all day.
Like you said. We might have to take a little. I mean, we might have to sacrifice a little just for the better of the community. I'm gonna go to this community, right? And I'm not gonna charge them. I'm gonna go into this area and be like, yo, everybody right here, right now. This is how you fill out an LLC.
Yeah.
Everybody with their 500,000. Everybody right now, 400,000. We're gonna put it away for 10 years.
And this is
you're only allowed to touch 100. Like,
but not even that. And this is how you use an LLC to do your everyday shit in order to make money.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Or save money on taxes and stuff like that. And then here's another thing. Even if just going to your point of it really takes mentality, and some people either go and get it or they don't.
To have earnings in order for you to file taxes for.
Oh, you can claim a loss after 4 years, then you change the business and you have another one. But anyway,
what do you do in those 4 years in that interim?
Claim a loss. You ain't make no money unless you do make money.
At a certain point, the business has to.
Yeah, it's because at the certain point they're gonna be like, okay, where's the money? After 4 or 5 years, they're gonna expect you to make money. If you just don't make money, then you don't. If you make money, you should pay. Hold on, let's be clear.
I should go to.
Why is it that?
What's the school when you become a pastor?
What is it? I forgot the name of it, but yeah, shut up. Don't do that. But listen. No, but just for people out there, you claim a loss. I think it's between 4 to 5 years where it's not like red flag. And if you make money, pay taxes on that money. But if you don't make money, then you don't make money. You scrap it up. That's what a lot of DC clubs have done. Why you think a lot of them don't last longer than 5-6 years? And then
I thought because niggas be dying in there.
Yeah,
not even that.
It was definitely that one. It was definitely that.
Not even just that too. Is that and
security hold niggas hostage for money in the fucking detox.
Like
business and then you change the name and then you get a new LLC and then you do that bad boy over again. It's just whatever. That's just how it goes.
As black people get reparations, those rules are gonna change.
No, maybe
1 year no profit. Your ass is out of here.
That is true.
But that may not because the rules are always gonna be for people with money in this country. No, the rich people are not gonna. They're not gonna.
500,000 is money.
Oh no! See, you saying 500? We deserve way more than that.
That is gone.
No,
real good.
We deserve more than that. But the reparations we deserve will bring us outside of that.
I know my 500,000 because I'm buying a house in Tentalian, so what I got left over is Panera. Get Panera
No, but okay,
I might be working at Panera.
And why I say it comes back to mentality and how either you got it or you don't, or you want to learn it or you don't. Because just like growing up, we've seen people who wanted to be a certain way and who didn't, who cared and who didn't, whatever. If you give them land, they're just going to sell it and buy fuck shit anyway. If you give them education voucher to go to college, they'll just sell that shit.
But both of y'all right. If you give them land, they're going to sell it. You get money, they're going to spend it.
Right, but that's why. But cash payments is the most simplified way, and they can, and it's less opportunity for them to fuck us over. If it's a check, it's a check. They can fuck us over with land and all these other things. They'll just do if they all give us all free college education, they'll just even devalue that even more.
24-hour running porno, we've been getting fucked for a while.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that will give them more leeway to do more.
You're gonna be getting them $500 a month annuity payments till you 216. Like
they're not gonna give you cash. They're gonna give you a check that you can
it's
only
come in
post-dated
and cash checks, and they're gonna
it's gonna be post-dated for 2069.
I don't think 5,000. You want your lump, then we're gonna tax the shit out of it. How about that? You want your 500,000? It's half. It's like a bonus at work.
There are the ways around that.
And I'm not and I don't know.
But if you're
not
educated, that's the thing.
And
you give me fish all day, and I'll be okay. But once you stop feeding me, I don't know how to feed myself.
Yeah, but see,
if you teach me to fish, I would never need you all the time. You taught me how to eat.
But everybody is not going to seek it.
But
some people are.
They don't matter.
I'm not saying. I never said that they don't matter. But it's even ways to
every single person though. Yeah, it's not a matter of it being every single person. There's no absolutes in life.
Yeah.
But what it boils down to, though, is somebody, without anybody attempting to reach the masses, it's so many people. Like, we can't pick and choose when being a product of your environment is applicable when it's not. Because when it comes to other shit and the mentality that people have when they come up in poverty, it's like, well, they came up like this, so guerrilla life is all they know. But then when it comes to stuff like financial literacy, it's like, oh, well, they didn't take the time to go look it up. Just like they didn't take the time to do a lot of things that's not where they from. So somebody got to try to reach them.
But I can't let you say that because there are several people who are.
Are they reaching the universe?
Claude Anderson, Boyce Watkins, they're in financial. Andre Hatchett, they are.
No shade, but them niggas are not on flyers in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody got to do something that's gonna reach the masses in that aspect.
Who can do it?
That's
because Nipsey. Let's be clear, niggas wasn't listening to Nipsey when he was alive.
Oh.
You lost your mind.
You wasn't listening to this.
No, what I'm saying about the financial literacy. So when I'm talking about the financial literacy, if he can reach the hood, why all the hood? People still have to choose to want it. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but
there were people. Okay, there were people listening to him. I'm talking about to reach. You said who's gonna be the new Nipsey? Most people were not following his stuff.
Understand what I say. Understand what I say when I say Nipsey. Understand what I say when I say Nipsey. I'm talking about who ain't leaving. That's what I'm saying. Yes, all those people are great. We know those people because we have come into a understanding of that type of education.
Right.
But there are people who live in poverty.
Yeah, so how can they be reached then? How can they be reached?
Because someone's going to have to be on the ground.
Doing what? Like, because there are people, the nation.
Putting what is it?
You don't think the nation does that?
Putting the medicine, but that's a religion. That's the problem.
That's black
people's problem.
But everything.
We stuck to a religion so hard.
No. I can't let you talk about I can't talk about the FOI like that because the FOI, the Christian church, they want you to go to their church and pay tithes in order to give you gain. But there's a lot of I'm just it doesn't have to be, but that's just one example of an entity that is on the ground in the hood giving information that's not they don't attach their religion. You don't gotta fuck with the nation. You don't gotta fuck with the nation for them to teach you how to get money or how to get independence financially.
Do you know how
are you do you know something I don't know? So they say you gotta be in the Nation of Islam before we can teach you.
What I'm saying is they peddle their religion just like any other religion does, and they will push that on you. They will push it on you.
It has to be only in black. How about that? The best thing about Nipsey was the fact that he was one of them, right? Mm-hmm. I come from you. I am you.
I didn't leave here.
I made it. This how we gonna keep getting
it. And
if
you don't want to hear that shit, they won't hear it.
Not only that, but if I was still alive today, I have the STEM programs that's going on in Slauson. I was gonna put one in DC. I was gonna put one in Atlanta. I have a pipeline straight to Silicon Valley from LA. I'm still here. I'm not leaving you all. In 20 years, what the hell was Crenshaw about to look like in 20 years? Insane. Now imagine putting that every single place. Put that in DC with whoever that is in DC.
Right. Yes.
Put that in Atlanta with whoever that is in Atlanta. Like seriously. And
I'm not the expert, but I would definitely.
Now you don't want to be our Farrakhan no more. See how you do?
I'm not the because I cannot disrespect the people who are doing it. Don't disrespect me, huh?
But you're not an expert, but you would be with 500,000.
No, you know what I would do? Even if all of a sudden the majority of the black community in this area like Sabri, we looking to you for the answers. I'm gonna be like, all right, hold that thought. Let me call so and so,
and that's fine.
Because I would respect the game enough to know that I'm not.
Cutting hair though.
Of course.
Okay, I just.
I gotta take care of my people in the community the way that I can.
Right, you ain't gonna line niggas up. Wow,
Sabri got this little 500,000. She don't even cut no more.
She don't want to give a shape up no more. See how she do?
Nah, the prices is going up. Prices is going up.
Wow. And give him his own
the fucking trash can. She don't raise the price.
So we not buying Gucci no more. We all buying Dapper.
Niggas definitely still buying Gucci.
But that's what I'm saying.
Dapper is Gucci.
But I'm just saying. But no, that's what I was saying. Who's going to invest into that guy, right? Who's going to invest into anything?
Maybe if we had that financial platform, Virgil would come to us and Dapper would come to us and leave them. We made Louis Vuitton owner a fucking multi-billionaire.
Of course, we always we
gotta give people a
black
chance
people.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You don't think we did?
No.
As far as money spent, no.
Okay, got you about. Oh, you talking about like
marketing, free marketing in the music.
That's like 12%.
We know people free promotion.
And we make it hot. Every single culture looks at us for what's the hot shit.
Because you know why?
Every single one, any country.
And the problem that I still have with the 500,000, if you get it, you get it. You don't, is the mentality of us is to do better than each other when we should do better together. I shouldn't come in here and be like, Sean ain't got these though.
Everybody in the black community don't have the post-traumatic slavery disorder.
No.
Niggas do not.
Because I don't got that. You know what I'm saying? See, that's something. That's more mentality that we have to change. But
how do you? Okay,
that's something that we have to
deprogram people from that.
See, and
that's why.
Because you can't change it. If your uncle, your aunt, your parents taught you this way, you're not going to change how I feel. I mean,
some people like me.
I mean, some people I can't say it's all across the board, but like I always tell people, like there's no, when people say it's the code to the streets, there is no code because everyone's taught a different code. Therefore, there is no code.
16 million codes in the street.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So your father taught you this way. My father taught me this way. Your father taught you this way. So I'm thinking like, oh, you don't know the code? I mean, and sometimes that's what it is. So it's like, it's hard to, like, especially when you get to a certain age, you got to, like, reach people like young. You're not.
Got to reach the youth.
People, black people, and I'm not saying other races don't do this because I'm not around other races. When people say, "Oh, other races," how the fuck you know what other people talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I'll say this: black people hate to be that liaison for you getting one up on them. I see it all the time, like in business, and I'm sure you see it. Like you're like, I thought we supposed to be help. It's just knowledge. I'm not even paying you. Why can't you help me out?
Yeah, I was.
Why is that?
It comes from slavery. It comes from a lot of that, like that mentality that we get from that, and a lot of us still have that.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I do mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you come right back. If it comes from slavery, slavery was a long time ago. And when I talk about slavery, you know what I'm saying? So we have years. Yeah. So if we haven't got it now, how we get it?
We can get, because we have to recognize. Okay. The first thing is to recognize what's going on. And I think that this era of our lives as Black Americans, we are recognizing the effects from slavery. It's so many. It's not just the self-hate. You have molestation that comes from, from slavery. You have the dominant black woman, and how society tries to make the black man, the straight black man, like childlike. That comes from slavery. We still suffer colorism. You know what I'm saying? All of that is a direct all of that has come down from slavery. That it's just passed down generation. It's just taught generations. Just like if something positive happened, like if money was passed down generation to generation, it's like that's just how we're wired. And if we don't catch it and say, okay, and I feel like we're doing now, this is coming from this. This is how we break this, and this is how we teach our children this.
Are you working on that?
Like post-slavery stuff?
Yeah. Because you and y'all to talk to me like a child all the time.
Oh, Sean, no.
Don't try to do that shit now.
So much, King.
Yeah. On fucking camera.
Come on, King.
I do. I really, you know what?
Stay up, King.
The camera go off. Sean, go get the remote from upstairs.
Yeah. Because I'm doing this and I can't ask y'all. She's a lady and then she's chilling.
Got you. I hear you.
Yeah.
But no, all of what you said is correct. And if anything teaches us anything, it is to look at the timeline. Look at the timeline and to see where we hit a nice little incline and kept going. We have yet to hit a nice little incline and keep going.
Yeah, that's what we are doing.
Always
we're
forced
doing
to come back.
Yeah,
we are. The good thing is we are all teaching it in the house, right?
Right.
The good ones are teaching it in the house because you were educated enough to know to teach it in the house. So I'm gonna teach little Tay financial literacy. I'm gonna teach little Tay about not only depending on one job, but you need to break multiple that up. Streams. You need to have multiple streams of income.
Yep.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, we are doing that.
But little Tay got friends.
Yep.
Who don't have that in the household. Who aren't being educated on that.
That's not, but that goes to the 100%.
Because that
I get it.
my community.
We have
I understand. We care about them.
Love that.
We have
gotta reach to that.
No, that's a 100% fact.
And then what they do is infiltrate it and break it down.
Boom.
Think of Black Wall Street, right?
And that's the
we were reaching it, and then guess what?
That's the
these
fear.
niggas. Hold on, they coming together.
Yo, that's the fear.
I know, but
because it's that one black person.
That's true.
Because it's a lot
they're gonna put some money
people,
on the head, and then they're going to get in there and do.
It's a lot of black people who agree with segregation.
Yeah.
Who understood that segregation was good for us because it forced us to be around each other.
So how I feel,
forced us to support each other because they wouldn't take our dollars.
So
we can run that shit back if we gonna keep it.
I'm all for desegregation, but not integration. Integration is the integration of our money, but desegregation means that if we driving a long distance and now it's a white only area that I can't get shot for just going into a white bathroom. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just desegregation.
So wouldn't it be? Can they get shot coming up?
You should not. No, we should be. Take their motherfucking money.
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm saying about the segregation. If we ride in a white part, like something bad might happen. Isn't that the same vice versa? Like they can't come to our hood.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's the problem. No. We are the only community that takes our dollar out of the community and gives it to the other communities to come back to our.
That's not a problem because we don't have anything. We have to.
We have everything. anything. We just said it. We make everybody a billionaire off of just what we do.
No, but I'm just I'm just talking about like where can you go to?
Businesses what? What's the businesses?
Like a black. You can't go
grocery store.
Grocery
black
store.
All that, you know what that is?
Gas stations.
All that
black-owned
is he got it, and me and you support him. That's all that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, wait,
real quick, somebody get it so I can goddamn support it because I'm tired of going to gym.
Real quick, y'all. The phone number to call in is 301-683-8077. The number to call in is 301-683-8077.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to.
Y'all know anybody like a black-owned like jean company?
It's a
denim company. I don't know.
But I'm pretty sure. Who had the website that had all the black-owned businesses?
I know a girl. I know her Twitter and everything.
But see, that's
while you get that up, I wanted to say. But go ahead first, y'all.
No, there's a website. I can't remember who told me about it. It might have been you. It could have been Amanda. It could have been a million people who told me that there is the site that kind of tells you where black-owned. You know, you can find these black-owned businesses at. The downside is just all boils down to accessibility.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for some people, it's just like you know. It's a convenience factor, and I hate to say it because you should be willing, but I mean, like at the same time, it's like if I got a Wegmans a mile and a half away from my house, you know what I'm saying, I might not go all the way out of my way to go 16 miles up the road to go to XYZ for budget constraints. So I can't tell other people how to make their money work.
But go ahead, y'all.
It would be nice if when you have more of this in your community it's a lot easier for you to patronize that. So I do get, it's unfortunate that we have to go in other communities and spend our money. Yeah. I feel like whenever you can, you should definitely buy black.
100%. And I agree with you in the sense that there are a lot of the inconveniences, like to go outside of our community or go further out because there are fewer black owned. And let's be realistic. We cannot always do that. But what we can do is make a sacrifice. Like, okay, if I go to the grocery store 2-3 times a week, I need to go closer to home majority of the time. But I'll pick one Sunday or 2 Sundays out the month to travel a little bit further to make that sacrifice so that we can multiply our businesses and then there are more convenient. That's just a small sacrifice because I'm not going to lie to you. I don't shop 100% black. I try to do as much as I can.
Right.
But I don't do 100%. I don't think it's just because I'm not. It's not really that possible. Number one, and even if I try to do majority, it's hard. I don't think
it's how hard it was with Killer Mike. You seen that his he was trying to buy
hard and possible are two different things.
No, it even comes to what? Okay, yeah, this is a black-owned restaurant, but where they get the food? Who grew it? Who did it?
I mean, so you gotta start somewhere.
But I'm just saying, so you can't do it 100% right now, but it's okay. We will get there.
But I also feel like, and I hate to say this because I kind of on both sides of the fence of this, but when it comes to black-owned businesses, like black-owned business owners, far be it from me to tell you how to price your items. However, in the interest of you wanting that black dollar, you might want to think about competitive pricing, only because. Don't get me wrong. I feel like if you could charge XYZ for your product and get that, get your coin, but you might not get my coin because I still got a budget, sis.
Yeah,
right.
That goes across the racial board.
This is when the platforms like this one are important.
No disclaimers, podcast.
No disclaimers. Right. If you could, like I talked about as far as. Taking control, the community has to be a baby, right? It has to be a baby that we all nurture, that we all say, right now, you get some rest, I'm going to go burp them. You know what I'm saying? You warm the bottles, you get the little swaddle together, we're going to let her rest right now. We all got to do that.
You changed the diet.
What the fuck?
I've been in a baby shower, that little swaddle thing. That is important. That little bottle.
You a baby mother?
That little bottle is very important. But no, so you gotta treat it like that. Like that's how we all were in the community, right? You can't run down there and break something without Miss Johnson telling you, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
we gotta be a village.
We gotta be a village, right? Miss Johnson stays snitching on everybody, but she did that to keep you out of trouble.
Yeah,
she's still a snitch, but she still did that to keep you out of trouble. But no, so we gotta treat ours that careful and that delicate. So delicate.
That's the word.
With a little sensitivity. So you open a black business, right? You day one. Why I gotta go in there and treat it like you should be operating like Fridays who got 700 franchises?
Yeah.
Give you some time.
You gotta give a little leeway. It's give and take on both sides.
You have to be patient.
We have to have the patience.
Because you're gonna be patient down there when they don't want to serve you.
We talked about that before because the issue that we talked
about. I ain't got napkins.
The issue we talked about before was that we said a lot of people are like, oh, no, well, I've tried to support black business, but y'all be doing this and that and the third or whatever, and I'm just not dealing with it. But you'll go to that white business and they'll air your ass out. Exactly. But the black business doing the same is like, for be honest, I'd rather go in the business and get cussed out by the black folks than let the white people do it to me. Yeah. So, I mean,
if I just treat me like,
if I gotta pick and choose between who gonna air me out, I'm gonna let the niggas air me out before I let the crackers air me out. I'm sorry. I mean, if I had to pick, if I gotta choose, I'm gonna support my own and deal with that because I know it's pain behind that attitude. You, Mr. White Privilege, you just rude.
So to wrap this up, just for this one last question, I just wanted to ask: do you guys think that black people need a politician or someone of power to like us in order for in order for them to do something for us? Do they have to like us?
You just asked us the same question, just two different ways.
I mean, it might help.
Because we a black politician.
Just a politician. Like, because they be like, yeah, but they don't really. It's not from the heart, and it's not. They don't care.
Nothing is from their heart. I mean, it might help if you just like fuck with the niggas a little bit, but I mean, you don't have to give a shit.
Okay,
like,
so that's okay.
Clinton ain't do shit for us, but he was so just genuine in the face.
Oh, this nigga playing the saxophone?
Right, you playing the saxophone?
You forget about all that mass incarceration.
They get us every
little Dizzy Gillespie.
He got a little neck in the oval.
Fuck with you.
He got a little neck in the oval.
You be cheating on your wife getting head?
Niggas invited him to the cookout so quick. He got that cookout invite so quick. Oh, you was getting the neck and you nut on her dress. Oh, get him some ribs.
Wow,
I'm not inviting no white people to the cookout because they taste buds is not ready.
Now, hold on. I ain't gonna let you do that. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of white friends that have some good food. You know what I mean? It's just not any of the food that you want.
If you invite them, they just not allowed to bring any. Just bring cups.
Or just they might go into a sugar coma.
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Sugar coma.
They don't really need to exist like that.
Black people have been making a casserole for years.
It's called meatloaf.
It's called macaroni casserole.
First of all,
macaroni and cheese is a casserole.
First of all,
unpopular opinion.
What you not going to do is get on Nipsey Hussle's internet and fucking slander anything about, because my mac and cheese is heaven sent.
That's what
it ain't no casserole.
The mac and cheese.
It is not a casserole. It is.
Ain't nobody casserole, baby girl.
Washed in the blood of the lamb is what it is.
Baby you need to bring it next time so we can.
Bring that casserole.
Sean had it. Sean
always trying to get some mac.
That's what we need to start doing, calling out stuff what they call their stuff.
Anybody who was at Linden Memorial Day cookout, please call. The number is 301-683-8077. They try and play with my mac, young. Call in. Tell them what that junk was.
Did you see what they doing with the bonnet?
No.
They put a bow on the bonnet.
And now it's like some new like.
Now it's $125.
Yes. I'm just gonna steal one anyway.
Speaking of mayonnaise and all things wet and smelling.
Mayonnaise all things
you
wet.
Lost me with. You had me with.
Wet smelling.
You had me with the first one. You lost me with the second one.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
wet smelling.
Mayonnaise.
Mel.
You know how have y'all worked with white people before, and y'all know when it's a little misty outside because it's been a little rain and they come inside and it don't smell the same.
I want to get
wet. Fuck, I ain't finna disclaim. It smell like a moist K9.
Alright, but y'all acting like black
I hate that word. Moist.
Black people be smelling like.
I smell no nigga that smell like Old Bay.
You never smelled the
DNA. I'm about to spend like 30% of my white people right
now. Black people be smelling like mildew.
Yeah, listen.
Black people?
Yes.
Henny, basements, and attics.
Yeah.
It's coming out the pores. Just see.
Really?
What's that pink shit?
Asbestos?
Niggas be smelling like that too.
No.
Yo, no, seriously. Yo, niggas
in
my
just make that up.
I'm just sitting here like.
So you ain't never hoop with a nigga. You be like, God,
no, that's a dirty nigga. No, that's not a dirty nigga. That's not black people.
No, this is what happens, right? Don't you know when
niggas don't wash their clothes every time. Go ahead.
No, it's not about that. They throw their clothes on a washing machine, then go somewhere, and then leave their clothes on the washing machine for a day, then dry it, and then
my blankets right now.
You gotta run them Jones back.
Just run them back.
No, sometimes it depends. It depends on how long.
No,
sometimes you gotta throw that shit away.
And
how long are niggas leaving they stuff?
A month? No, overnight you don't got
all my wife.
Overnight.
If it's down there for a day.
Oh no, a day is 5.
I'm not talking about 3 hours. Yeah.
The heat we
if you don't get some Tide Pods and some motherfucking
Downy
Unstoppables, and you be good as new.
I don't know how long people leaving their Jones in there. That's the thing.
You see, we giving them money. Is that a black product? The Downy
That is not.
Is that a black product?
Well, somebody find me a black equivalent and I promote it. But for the time being, them Downy Unstoppables had them things smelling like
brownies.
Lilac.
I be having them Jones.
Them smell like mildew lilac.
We need to start.
Little cat full in that
Downy.
Hell yeah.
We start brownies. And the pods be in the shape of like brownies.
That's some crackhead shit.
Time when we put shit size cleaning thing in my cool.
It all looks suspicious.
That black dollar will not get my black dollar.
No, okay, but
I just put myself out of business. I'm
speaking of wet animals and mayonnaise, there was a post that Sean brought up.
Why was that the build up?
Because I said all things wet, then I thought about it. I didn't want to put it in.
Mayonnaise. All things wet. There's a lot of good things that are wet.
I know. I'm sorry.
Water's not wet.
Water's not wet.
We're not gonna get into a hot conversation.
Okay, we not.
So if water's not wet, how can water dry up though?
No, wetness is the sensation that you get when you touch water. You come in contact with water. Water in and of itself
is a liquid.
Can't be wet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Got it.
Sounds.
But water can dry up.
It can evaporate.
It evaporates.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I come in contact with a solid piece of ice that happens to get wet.
You know what? Good night.
You know what? Y'all little scientists, I see.
Okay. This is your last episode. being one of the claimers.
The claimers. Shout out to all the claimers out there watching.
Sean put this in a group of this Amazon. The poster said Amazon is under fire for using white women to model hella black, hella proud swimsuits. One of the swimsuits says melanin poppin', and the other one says hella black, hella proud, and they are Caucasian women. Because they look white as fuck.
Because they look like this. Because they look like this cup with a bathing suit on.
Nah, they don't got a little shape.
That white, they could be white South Africans.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Just where you born don't determine your DNA.
But at the same time,
ma'am, can we just fast forward through this because
there is a quote that says,
that looks like Amanda and let me see. Yeah, that's Amanda.
Yeah, that's Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah.
Pre-meth.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not pre-meth.
Becky, that's Becky. That's Amanda.
But
that's
at the same time,
Karen.
I ain't got nothing. We have to throw in
melanin popping, ma'am.
Yeah, so
I will melanin pop you.
So Sean, what were your thoughts on that when you first saw it? I was just asking,
why they keep playing with us? Because they know. Come on now. Why they keep? It was a script.
Why they keep playing?
Why they keep playing with us?
Who thinks they playing with us?
Why would they do that?
With us?
I just wish who that was.
We the friend that don't fight back in the group who keep getting joned on. How y'all say it?
Where you from?
Huh?
Where you from?
Richmond, Virginia.
Oh. Let me give a claps.
RVA.
What's y'all hood street?
Is that still the DMV?
Like
is that still the DMV?
It is not the DMV.
Thank you.
It is. Richmond is like, it's like the lobby. It's not.
Y'all can vacation
South,
in the DMV.
And it's not the DMV.
They call it RVA, right?
I don't know what they call it.
But all the Greyhounds gotta go through there.
Taxes here for a long time.
All the Greyhounds gotta go through. Y'all like a Greyhound hub.
Listen,
all the Greyhounds.
But think you moving them things.
So one thing I noticed though, a lot of black clothing companies make a point to advertise their clothing in white models
with the masses.
For the masses and even for their own people. A lot of us from that post-traumatic slavery disorder still suffer from self-hate, and a lot of them use that to get to drive. Of course, we're going to strategize as black business owners to get the most people. Now, me personally, of course, y'all know I'm not gonna have no white models modeling my shit unless I have a brand that I ain't gonna do it.
If I like Fenty, Fenty does it.
If my brand is about black empowerment, I'm not having white models for it. But if my brand is like universal, yes, but I don't.
But look at that slogan though. That's like
I know, yeah. That's dumb, but I understand that. But I understand that some black businesses they strategically use white models for their products.
That's like
that's a fact.
Having a shirt that say beards are better, and the nigga ain't got no beard.
No, but
and honestly, it's almost just like saying beards are better and putting a woman in it.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Be like, she got hair right here. Yeah. Like, no, that doesn't.
Don't you fucking look at me.
That shit say melanin popping, and I'm just like, man,
hella black, hella proud,
hella black, hella proud,
this is
hella no.
That was you could tell that wasn't but you could tell that was like a insert logo. Like there was no that was she had probably had on a plain tank. Plain baby
Photoshop that
exactly.
Everything goes through approval process.
Real quick, what's your favorite clothing brand?
My favorite well, I did buy today, Monday. I bought from Philadelphia Printworks. I really like their brand. Okay. That's a black-owned brand.
Black-owned. All right, that's not a black-owned brand.
Not a black-owned. My favorite clothing brand is Crenshaw. You know what I'm saying? The Marathon Clothing. That's my favorite brand.
Okay. Ain't they black-owned?
Yeah. You just
said not a black-owned.
Oh, well, I mean, if we're gonna go that far, hey, let's go ahead and throw Zara some love. You know.
Who your favorite? Not your favorite. Clothing brand.
I don't know. I'm broke. I just
so
buy
I'm
Nike.
asking,
I just buy whatever
what would
be good.
There we go.
I have multiple. I have so many black and non-black.
What's the push-up point that you would say? You know what? I'm not wearing that shit no more.
Racist shit. H&M fucking out of here.
Not buying that
like,
shit anymore. Everything in my closet getting worn though. Y'all can suck my dick.
No,
I cut the tag off that bitch though.
No, y'all. I'm talking about from moving forward. Like this happens tomorrow. You say. Like what?
Disrespecting my people.
Now, if when these companies wild out, of course I'm not gonna patronize your business. But if I happen to already own some shit, that shit getting, I'm fucking them fits up. I cut them tags off though, but I spent my money already.
Oh yeah. I'm with y'all on that. I still wear my Gucci. I still wear my.
I understand what you're saying. I understand. What you're saying.
From now on, let's leave. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You already got your Gucci shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Tomorrow. Something happens. What's too much? Like what's?
To be honest with you,
we already
purely
honest.
Yeah, but no. Anything racial has to do with kids or something like that.
But to me, to be really honest with you, I believe that most people will have to encounter it in the store.
Got you.
That too.
I would have to go to the store and be like, "Oh God, somebody black in here." Once again, like to be like, "Yo, fuck you! I ain't coming in here no goddamn more," because now I have a face to put with it.
Yeah.
When it's just a brand, you can go in that store and somebody treat you amazing.
And because I do most of my shopping online, it makes the probability
and that's another thing.
Way lower.
Most of us do all of our shopping at this point online. We don't encounter people all the time. So we're displaced when Gucci does the blackface thing. Yeah. But it's easy for me to say, boycotting Gucci. I ain't bought a thing Gucci yet. Yeah. Like, I ain't about to give you $1,500 for nothing. You could be in there talking about Black Power, having Farrakhan. I'm still like, I ain't buying nothing $1,500.
See, I would have never stumbled across the blackface sweater because, like, I'm going down City Center when I want something and that's it.
Nah,
all of them did it.
Because I think you made a point. Most of the stuff,
t-shirts are $20.
If it doesn't personally negatively impact you, we don't view it the same.
Very
well.
You know what
I'm saying? Even if these companies come up with a racist outfit or like the Gucci or like the all these other things, Montclair or something like that, it has to come. Of course, that has to come across my view.
The monkey.
It was something they did something. I think Burberry did something too, if I'm not mistaken. So I can't remember them all.
All of them. All of them.
Yeah, I can't recall. But if it doesn't come, across my radar, I'm not gonna know. But if the moment that I know, it's just like I'm not going further. No. But I don't know what's out there now that we haven't. That hasn't gone viral yet. Yeah. If it goes, but I'm not seeking it out. Okay, let me go on these websites. Let me go on Neiman Marcus website right now to see who's doing something racist. I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. So if it comes across my radar, I'll act accordingly. But really, anything that has to do with any disrespect to my people, or like say we found out that while Fendi is they're doing good business, but they're human trafficking young kids or something, like I morally cannot deal with that.
Because it's so crazy.
Or something that's disrespectful to black people.
People say, "Oh y'all think they know about American culture?" I'm like, Europe, they don't fuck with black people.
I don't see, and that's the thing. Yeah. I don't care if you meant it or not. Mm-hmm. If it's offensive and you don't handle it afterwards, I always mainly look at how you, unless something is so blatantly disrespectful, then it doesn't matter with how you handle it after. But I really look at how you handle it after the fact, and if it doesn't fit my, standards, then that's just me.
What else
I'm not going to say
apologize though.
Because sometimes it'd be like that's just what we do. But if you feel offended, sorry. Like if it's one of those, I don't feel like I did any wrong. But if you feel offended, sorry. Then that's just not mine.
They throw out a mirror that apologize. So that's when you have Dapper Dan. That if you notice, all of a sudden he's on almost every popular radio show. And what is he going to be hit with? We're going to give him the Gucci questions as if his name is Gucci. No, he is an employee. But for some reason, we're now going to make him answer for this $1 billion company. And that is strategic, right? That is strategically done. But to go into what you said, unless they apologize, Joe Fresh Goods, Chicago guy, black-owned brand, if people want to purchase. He has a hoodie where he does a lot of stuff. He bootlegs and stuff. So he has a Gucci hoodie that he put over top of it. Just say diversity and inclusion, and they'll forget about it. And that's usually what they do. So
or apologize, because you be like, oh, you know what?
That's how they do it. They apologize by saying, we just have this new program that we just implemented that's going to help with diversity and inclusion, and we're going to employ a black person.
And so when you do your youngin' wrong and you apologize, she should keep this same energy, right? Apology's not good enough, right? I'm just being messy.
Oh, okay. See, my thing is,
I was just saying, because women don't apologize.
My thing is, if that does it for you, listen, if you out there and that does it for you, that apology was good enough for you, you go on your own morals. You go on your own what you stand on. For me, it don't take that much for me to not support somebody that's not me. It's way easier for me to be like, okay, well, fuck them. I got so many other black options. So it don't take a lot. But that's me. And I'm not. And even when I say about the Gucci shit and how I'm not buying no new Gucci and using that as an example, I never be on social media. Oh, that's a coon because they got this or they bought this or that. That's your conviction.
You don't be T.I.ing it.
No, I don't. That's my personal thing.
I gave niggas 90 days. He over it too. Shit.
But at the same time, I do appreciate that when that type of stuff happened, the celebrities that chimed in with the, yo, you want to buy something else, black brand, blah, 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 here's another one.
Exactly.
You want high luxury? Go to Virgil Off-White instead of going to Virgil Louis Vuitton. Now, don't ask me, but who really invested in Off-White? Who really owns Off-White? Listen, start somewhere.
Right.
You want to go regular you don't want to do H&M? Cool. Philadelphia Printworks has T-shirts. It's so many different ones.
What's that denim? Bring up that denim brand that you were talking about.
How about we? She customizes denim. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
talking about Vet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Queen, the mother of denim. That's
exactly.
not good.
And I had something bought from her that full contact, need to exchange it, met up, exchange it. So customer service is there as well. And
I ordered my whatchamacallit. That's my girl, first of all, but I ordered my
Sean, what you say?
Put this on a shirt. Start somewhere.
Start. That's the thing. Just start. The problem is we have all these conversations. We have all these conversations about problem, but no one leaves the room with the solution that we start at.
Yeah.
That's
what start, right?
That's what I was saying, kind of like we always brainstorming these ideas, okay? So where do we go from there?
Here's where we start, and this is for people. If you support black-owned businesses on a regular basis, okay, cool, this is not for you. But if you don't, go out of your way. Sometimes pick a day of the week where you go to a smoothie spot that is, shout out to Turner Natural, black-owned, or you go on these websites. If you go shopping 2 or 3 times a month, go take a chance to at least go on these black-owned websites to see what you like, because there are a lot of quality that's black-owned, especially now more than ever. There a lot of black people are getting access to these quality fabrics and stuff like that, and they putting in work, and a lot of these white brands are copying them.
Yeah,
they've been copying us without the business.
We are the originators,
right? We bought their clothes, wore it a certain way.
The Kardashians, the queens of that shit,
right?
It's just that we don't have the resources, because like.
But we got the resources.
No. Now that we're because the problem that I have with like a lot of shirts is like, I'm sorry, it ain't too many people who got like the John Elliott or the Saks 15. So it's like like you get a Hugo Boss tee, and then you find somebody, you be like, hey, where you get your tees? Your manufacturer, like, Crickets, because I want you to, you know what I'm saying. So now that's the only thing that's hard, because I think
the quality.
You guys were talking about it too. Like when you like wigs and weaves and stuff like that. I guess like the Asians have that kind of like
they monopolize on it. Yeah.
They'll sell it to their Asian counterpart for regular price, but then tax you 5 times.
But that's why if you are a black person, like I went to China, I saw the hair factories. I was there with my friend who was getting the resources. But if you are the one getting the resources, and I would be out of place to take those resources that I went with her for. But I think that people like her should give more of an opportunity to other people on a you know what I'm saying, on her thing to share that. Maybe, of course, say, hey, I do need you to pay me for this connect, but it's gonna I'll help you strategize to make what I just you know what I'm saying. Just
and I don't want to be on this like knocking black people thing, but like once you're the only person who has that of your demographic, shit, why would I want to give that up?
Well,
because if I teach you how to cook crack, you don't need me no more.
And so that's why I always...
That's why you got to be Denzel. Go straight to...
But this is why I always use the Gucci Man example. And I think that black people should adopt how Gucci is and how he's been able to sustain himself in his career for so long. As Gucci was coming up and he was the shit back in, 09, 08, 07, all that. He was that nigga. He was putting so many people on. And a lot of those people have replaced him in the trap world or the music, the genre that he kind of like helped put on top. Now he can always go get a Quavo verse, go get a Young Thug verse, go get all of these people who have surpassed him. He can always reach back and get help from them or get something from them because he helped put them on. You're not going to be on top forever.
He also killed a nigga too, so there's that.
Well,
that play verse, right?
I don't know about that. I'm not going to speak on that.
He killed Jeezy, man.
So Jeezy go dig his man's up.
The hardest.
Yes, you can have a verse.
Out, you
can have a verse.
Let me tell you something. I don't care.
But you get, but hold on, wait, y'all get what I'm saying.
I got you.
Hardest diss ever off one line.
Because it was too real. It was real.
When you got to tell a nigga go dig his man's up,
I don't want to play
okay,
no
so let's go ahead and take that out.
Okay.
Because
but
you give it that mentality. You help people around you who and know you can make sure they're worth the investment because not everybody who let me get this, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't deserve the push.
And
you just take away the supply and demand because I gave you this info, but then the info that everybody doing it now. My brand is.
But see, the thing is this too. The thing is this is it's still business at the end of the day. You still have to be strategic at the end of the day. I cannot give up my money that feeds my family so you can eat. That doesn't even make sense. You have to do it in a way where if I'm the supplier of the hair, but you're the storefront. And you're the online community. You're the designer. You're the photographer. You're the marketer. We now team up, instead of going to get a white photographer, going to get a white designer, going to get an Asian developer, right?
Right.
No, I actually know a black person. I actually know, like, go out your way to seek out your own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, and
everybody can't do the same thing. I tell my friends all this. We all wanted to be rappers growing up. Yeah, you see what I got us. So, you know what somebody should have did? Somebody should have been a videographer. Somebody should have been learning beats.
Yeah.
So now we're all trying to be rappers. We got to pay somebody to do a video.
Now you got Wu-Tang and no beats.
So now we broke.
All
time.
All rapping.
Everybody can, because guess what? Once you get on, nigga, you can be a rapper.
That is
we
such
already
an
on.
excellent point.
You
but
know
like, even how like LeBron. ASAP who?
The group.
ASAP.
I was going more Nelly and the Saint Lunatics.
No, that's what Nelly told the story.
Or LeBron James. Look at his friends. Look how he did his friends.
But hold on.
Them niggas not in the league.
That's a little bit different. Them niggas was never going to be LeBron. I see what you're saying.
But he brought his friends and got them educated. Like, look, you go to school for this, and this is how you're going to learn how to do this. I want you to be the man that does this. That's why,
no matter what you hate LeBron on the court for, which I don't see why you can hate him, everything else?
Yeah.
What do he miss on?
If you're a Wizards fan, I see why you hate him.
You a Celtics fan? You a Pistons fan? Yeah.
It's like, man, this man is like definitely black goes though.
But if
he
you
got a black,
y'all never had
black looking wife.
Stop hating that man.
Black looking kids. Yeah. You done put the land on like a motherfucker. You building schools. How do you hate somebody like that? Cause you mad.
He did it the right. He's a model. He's a great model.
He gave all that to his friends and he didn't expect anything back but
Bitches,
for them to be great.
And now look at what they're doing.
Some people do not want to help you because they feel like
what's up on their toes.
Exactly.
But see, that's the thing. We got to get out of that. If you have a strong amount of people around you, you will, the likelihood of you being able to be great. Right.
But a lot of those...
And guess what? It's okay because some people are going to fuck you. Right? Just like in the Jewish community. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, even in all these other communities where they surround themselves with successful people around them, they do janky shit too. Yeah. That's just a change you make when you're dealing with humans. You cannot expect to be in any circle of people and you just you're not expected to do business for a long period of time and nobody does you wrong. Yeah. Like, you have to accept that might happen. But don't look at it as any different, because look at all these Jewish and white, agents and financial advisors that be having niggas wilding because they be doing fucked up shit.
Those are the ones who really lost the money, though. Not the ones who gave it to Uncle Tay-Tay, a little knuck and all. I'm just saying. They needed $500 for some Gucci shoes. The ones who really got fucked is the Antoine Walkers of the world, who was told to invest in an apartment building.
Talk about it.
This is not soundproof, and of course, it's not like 100%. You got to do business like with people that you were doing business with when you weren't doing business at all. If that makes sense. Like people like blood, and I know people like, oh yeah, your family does. Oh yeah, I got you. Okay.
That's your first network.
Yeah, when you form a bond with somebody just off business, it's not it's like money. Like people always say like pay the full. They be like, oh man, Rico did Mitch so dirty. I'm like, well, they wasn't really friends.
Yeah.
I can't be friends with a criminal entity.
First of all, Rico had an agenda first. He knew he was going to get put on. They weren't blood, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like that was like super betrayal because he was all in it for the money. But when you come up with people who had nothing,
from the mud,
you know what I'm saying? And then you start, and that's why you really, to me, that's what I know. Nothing is 100%. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather get it with y'all than I meet somebody else who has a podcast and they see something maybe they can benefit, and I don't see it, and they're strategized already. All right, when I get to a certain point, I'm gonna leave him because I don't need him anymore. Right. But we've been doing this podcast with no money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna trust y'all before I trust them.
But that's Issa Rae talked about that. Like the most important thing around her was her network. So that she met in Stanford. You know what I mean? And in LA. That network she tapped into before she went and found out.
That's so true.
Such and such that's high up can help me. Like, no. You can help me. Everyone in my circumference right now, at the level that we are on, we can all help each other.
That is so, like, I'll give you, I practice what I preach, because there's a podcast that I'm about to help as far as getting their own, like, home setup and stuff like that. And could they technically be competition to us? Sure. I'm not even charging.
Champagne.
I'm not even charging, because guess what? I know that person is a solid person, and I'm not going to be wasting my time. I'm not going to help them. Do fades. No, I'm not about to help them with their podcast. Like, they've already been doing it, so I'm not helping them with they set up, and then they just go months and they're like, I'm really trying to do that. So I'm just saying that is one example. And guess what? Even if theirs get further than ours, I would applaud it, because guess what? And whenever we need a boost. Hey, let's come on that jump. Let me get no disclaimers on that jump. Who taught you the
game stink?
Won't even have to say that. Won't even have to.
But
you know what I'm saying?
And at the same time, it's like, if you look into helping others to get something from, you're helping the wrong way.
It's not genuine.
It's not genuine.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'm just saying.
Because I definitely would expect.
No, you want a mutually beneficial situation, of course, because you're human.
No.
But if you're like, I'm only doing this because if you get on, I'm trying to, like, no, that can't be the driving force.
No, it's definitely not.
Because almost every time that I know that I've helped someone in that type of aspect where I'm like, yo, I'm just supporting. I'm literally just going to support. It may not benefit me in anything like tangible.
Right.
But think about your peace of mind of helping somebody. Like, we hold too much to just the dollar amount.
Yeah, fuck that. It's like, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you're right.
And as a creative, I've literally gone back home with just like creative juices flowing and been like, you know what? Oh, I can do this with this. I can da-da-da. Like, it'll help me with a photography session. It'll help me with design. It'll help me just... How about peace of mind for that day that I went through some bullshit earlier? Like, there's other ways that we can pay it back. Like,
and that's so true, and I'm so glad that you brought that up. And now that we're closing out the show, I would really love for you to take an opportunity to introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners.
We let you rap him, and you ain't said a hey.
So the intro topic was the show.
Now we on to the introduction.
And you are.
And let the people know your name, what you do. and all that.
Social media,
you know
all that shit.
I just want to say shout out to Sean for you know what I'm saying, inviting me on.
I was gonna give all the credit to him.
We made him, but go ahead.
Right, you just gonna give all the credit. I brought him on the show.
You see the hand touching.
We birthing them together.
I got him on the podcast.
You know, it was like bam, bam.
So it's like I brought you on the show.
Okay, well, I want to appreciate you for bringing me on. You know what I mean? Through the man with the beard. But I'm Samira. Now I was just interested in like podcasts in general. Like I literally watch podcasts all day, every day.
Yeah, that's
especially
dope.
No Disclaimers podcast.
Oh,
I don't remember
thank
those
you.
other names. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we are the best show on the DMV. I will if I do say so myself.
But no. So I'm a photographer. srashid.com. That's where you can find my work at. srashid3, Twitter, Instagram.
Spell it out. People dumb.
S as in Sam. RASHID.
Because sometimes Rashids be having two E's.
No, I do get the double E all the time, but
that's
it's
what I'm
HID
saying.
and not.
Because I know people get on there like, hey, what the... He said his tag so fast, you know what I mean? So you gotta say it like twice and spell it out. So,
yeah. So, you know, it's S. Rashid.
Yeah.
That's
okay. Like that shoulder one more
That's
time.
it.
Is it a net? It is a net in here.
Okay.
But yes, so thank you so much for coming. The conversation was so amazing. I mean,
that we forgot to introduce.
Literally did not even introduce.
We didn't even introduce ourselves.
This is...
What show was this again?
I'm Sabre.
So what's in this cup?
Who you?
I got
just the guy with the beard.
This is for the new... This is somebody out there is listening and watching us for the very first time. And I just want to say, hey, and if you're fine... my number is like, no, I'm just I'm just
joking. You need to cut to the technical.
You got to cut to the technical difficulty screen. And my number is 555.
Like, no, don't call me, okay? I'm dating someone that I like.
Don't call them date somebody I like. People they don't like.
Hey, cut the camera off.
Yeah, cut the camera.
Okay, yeah. All right.
We out of here, baby.
All right, thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Baby.
Thank you so much for watching. This is the best show in the motherfucking DMV, No Disclaimers podcast, and we will catch y'all next time. Okay, what it do?
BD.